This is Fred Rowe from the Sarah Bright Dot Fly Fishing Guide Service. I've been teaching, guiding, writing, and lecturing on fly fishing since 1982. Let's get to this week's fly fishing report. Well, spring has finally sprung. It's nice out there, and particularly at the upper elevations. Everybody's scrambling, trying to get things open and ready for Fishmas, which this year is April 29th. Well, I don't think a lot of lakes are going to make it. I know Crawley Lake, Comic Lake are struggling to get open in time. There just isn't going to be a lot open for the classic opener. But what is open are the creeks and the streams. So let's start with Hot Creek. Got to walk in to the interpretive side or down into the canyon, but the Blue Wing Olive Spring Hatch, it's going great, and we're using size 20 Blue Wing Olive parachutes and size 18 beadhead flashback pheasant tails in there. I'm catching lots of wild brown trout and some rainbows. Okay, over to the Upper Owens River. Technically no fishing report out of there because the road still was closed as of a few days ago, but I know a few guys that are sneaking in there and they're catching some big rainbows in there. And early May is when we're going to be looking for the big cutthroats to come out of there, and hopefully we'll be able to drive in by then. But be aware, once the snow melts, that road's going to be muddy. I wouldn't drive anything but a four-wheel drive, and I would definitely make sure I can get myself out if I get stuck by having boards or stuff to get out of the mud. Okay, let's head down the hill. Well, Lower Owens River, it's out till October. It's at 725 CFS. I might fish it late this summer if the fish come up and feed on the caddis, but I'm thinking I won't touch it till it drops back to winter flows sometime in October. Bishop Creek Canal, well, guess what? My favorite water, and it's producing. And why is it my favorite water? It's always got wild brown trout in it to catch, and it's so close to the house. It's a 3 to 5 minute drive out to the canal. What am I fishing? Well, beadhead flashback pheasant tails, olive golden ends, and I'm using my Euro nymph rod in there. You can kind of do the same thing under an indicator. That's working, and that's producing trout. All right, one last little thing to talk about, freestones. Bishop Creek and Pine Creek, if you can fish in and around the weirs where the water pools up, it's a little slower, there's definitely trout in there, and they're feeding, and they're taking midges and pheasant tails. Well, that's been this week's Fly Fishing Report, brought to you by Sarah Bright Dot. It can be found on Instagram and Facebook, or on Laughing Parrot Productions on the internet.